Horatio Nelson wasn't born a hero. He was a sickly Norfolk boy, seasick his whole life, who joined the Royal Navy at 12 thanks to an uncle's favor. No strength, no connections of his own, just a stubborn will to serve and to rise. He crossed the Atlantic as a teenager, sailed to the Arctic chasing the Northeast Passage, and in legend even chased a polar bear to get the skin for my father. In the West Indies he saw his first battles, then nearly died of malaria and dysentery in the jungles of Central America. More than 2,500 men were lost on that failed San Juan expedition, Britain's costliest disaster of the war, yet he was praised for pressing on when others broke. His own summary of his life later: "I owe all my success in life to having been always a quarter of an hour before my time." With subtle parallax and embers drifting into frame. In Corsica, a blast of stone and sand all but destroyed the sight in his right eye. He shrugged, could distinguish light from dark, but no object, and went back to the guns. Years later at Santa Cruz de Tenerife he led a night assault from the very front.
Stepping ashore, a musket ball smashed his right arm to pieces. As blood poured, he ordered, "I know I must lose my right arm. The sooner it is off, the better."
Within half an hour of amputation he was back issuing orders. Later, haunted by phantom pain, he called it direct evidence of the existence of soul. For him, pain proved purpose. At Cape St Vincent, outnumbered by a bigger Spanish fleet, Nelson saw that obeying orders meant missing the fight. He broke formation, attacked the enemy van alone and, with his shattered ship, boarded not one but two giant Spanish ships in succession. His creed: "I am of the opinion that the boldest measures are the safest." At the Nile, facing a French line anchored in supposedly perfect defense, he attacked at dusk, from both sides, in shallow waters no sane admiral risked. By dawn, Napoleon's fleet lay in ruins and his army was stranded. Again he had gone where others feared to sail. At Copenhagen, when his cautious commander signaled, "Stop," Nelson lifted his telescope to his blind eye. "I really do not see the signal." He kept fighting and forced a truce. His life philosophy was simple. Duty is the great business of a sea officer. All private considerations must give way to it. At Trafalgar, outnumbered again, he hoisted a final message to his fleet: "England expects that every man will do his duty." Then he sailed straight into the enemy line. A sniper's bullet killed him at Trafalgar, but he lived long enough to hear that victory was certain. His last words: "Thank God I have done my duty." Seasick boy, half-blind, one-armed, yet unstoppable, because boldness, not comfort, was his compass. Your obstacles, fear, weakness, lack of perfect conditions, are not orders to retreat. As Nelson said, the bravest man feels anxiety as he enters the battle, but he dreads disgrace yet more. Feel the fear, do your duty anyway.